Flow of PMP. You start with the project charter, and project charter is based on business case and benefit management plan, both business document. Once these business documents are approved, you start working on the project charter. Project charter is approved by sponsor. You share it with the key stakeholders and you modify your assumption log. Now you start identifying other stakeholders. Once you have identified the stakeholders, you put them into stakeholder register. Then you need to categorize them and prioritize them using power interest matrix. Once that is done, this is initiation. In planning, you need to make all the plans. The first plan that I would make is stakeholder engagement plan, which will talk about the strategies required to engage the stakeholder, how you can change the current engagement level to your desired engagement level. Once the stakeholder plan is done, we make the communication plan, which talks about 4R, right information at right time to right people to have right impact. Then I would like to make a resource plan, which talks about how to acquire the resources, manage them, develop them, and finally release them. Then maybe I look at the procurement plan, which talks about what procurement strategy we are going to use, which type of contract we are going to use, why we need to do procurement, and how the agreement takes place. Then maybe scope plan, which talks about what is the scope of the project. Requirement plan, talk about the requirement. Quality plan, which talks about the quality of the project, what are the standards we are going to follow, what benchmarks we are going to follow, cost of quality. Schedule plan, which talks about how to make schedule baseline. Cost, which talks about cost baseline. We have scope baseline, schedule baseline, cost baseline, quality plan, procurement plan, stakeholder communication. Let's make a risk management plan, which talks about the procedure, how the risk will be identified. And then we identify the risk and put them into risk register, where we rank them qualitatively, quantitatively, plan the response. That is in planning. Of course, we decide which life cycle we are going to use, predictive or agile, and work it according to that. Then in execution, we actually start working on the plan that is approved, and if the issues are raised, we put in the issue log. Deliverables are produced. Quality want to make sure that deliverables are according to quality. We manage the stakeholder engagement, conduct procurement, implement risk response. In monitoring and control, if there's any change, we raise the change request, that goes to change control board. We approve that change and implement it accordingly. All changes must go to change control board. We produce work performance report to share the information according to information plan. Once the deliverables are verified in control quality and validated or approved and accepted deliverable, we start closing the project. We close the project after getting approval from sponsor, share the final report, update the documents and update lesson learned, and we close the project and release that day. I hope that makes sense. So PMP in 3 minutes.